Hello, everybody. Hello, 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 hello. My lights on quickly? Seems very dark. It's very dark. Very dark in my storage room. Very dark. Do you know why it's so dark in my storage room? My lights are on. Well, it's dark in this game and then it's dark in here too, so I have like competing dark issues going on. Hi everybody, how's it going? The mountain I put a lot. I mean, my entire weekend was mountain. It was not a very exciting weekend. Did not have the best weekend ever. But massive progress on the mountain. It is 95% done. 95% done, and my storage room is dark. It is dark. So today, because I don't have anything else to do today, and it's something I've been wanting to do today, is the light up the mountain stream. So there's going to be, we're probably going to go through about 18 stacks of torches, probably 3 elytra, and probably 20 stacks of rockets, you know? And we're going to light up the inside of the mountain. That's the goal. We're going to light up the inside of the mountain, which I think is going to be cool. It's going to change it from this dark, foreboding like thing to it's just going to feel bright and huge. Daniel, thank you so much. 20 gift subs. Lorix, thank you. Lorix Kilgore, thank you so much for the 10 gifted subs. Seriously, thank you. Aussie Joe, thank you so much. So no, the mountain is not done. I have a little bit of work here and there to go. But I'm trying to make a mountain-based episode this week. We'll see. Sam, thank you so much for the 690. That's a wonderful thought and disturbing, Sam, as usual. Thanks. The Fox, thank you. I think that was 10. Dee, thank you. Nightshade. Oh, these are all 5 days ago. But I mean, thank you. Thank you. All right. Have we seen any tree ideas yet? No, Scar has been very busy. Basically, every night is me and Scar on. Scar is doing his mountain, and I'm doing my mountain. We're having a mountain off or something. Yeah. Shirt color, green. All right. Who's bigger? Well, you know. Audiobook I listened to a little bit of Dungeon Crawler Carl this weekend, but not as much. Not as much as I should have. It's so dark because the mountain is basically done. Yeah. I mean, I still have the holes, which you'll see. Well, we're gonna get, not today, but that's gonna be a focus of the episode. And I still have like that big area over there. Shall we fly around? Shall we fly around? We did a lot. Pretty much all of this was this weekend. So it's very dark in here. But there's still a lot of holes. That's intentional. Holes like this and stuff. Don't think that's a mistake. That's going to be the focus of the final episode. And you can see I did start to do like a little bit of adding torches when I did these. There's a lot of like little pillars I did over the weekend. Or peaks or spires is probably a better word. And as I was building the spires, I would try to light up those interiors and stuff like that. Let's go up top. Well, hold on. It's getting to be nighttime. Let's sleep first. Did everybody see my video? I had so much fun putting together the intro to that video. There was some pretty positive feedback. I thought it was pretty, it was total goofball, but I enjoyed it. I really had fun doing it. And every time I watch it, it makes me laugh. So yeah. And anytime you can make a poop joke, it's pretty good, right? Yeah, it was pretty good. No sound. Oh yeah, why did the sound not go off? I don't know. All right, here we go. Mountain peaks are up. I basically, this weekend, I did from like probably where my cursor is up. I just realized that looks like an octopus. Nerdy 77. Thank you for the $64. Assisting with the lighting up, $1 for each torch. It's gonna be a lot more than 64 torches today. Yeah. Repair wings. Yeah, we'll get to that. So there was a lot of like all these little peaks. I finished all of those off. I still have this area here. This is another kind of semi-peak that I've got to do. That's probably going to be a tonight thing. We'll see. I got to eventually... I don't like the snow. I forgot about this. When we get to the mountain episode, we're going to talk a lot about the shape of the mountain and how it was driven by certain things. Oh, wow. There's a peak there I missed. But this one biome here, I forgot. So we'll probably string this up eventually to stop the snow. Yeah. That's where we are. It's a lot. So today I want to, and I know the number one comment today is going to be slow fall potions. I don't have enough membranes for that. I have 2 phantom membranes. Maybe we'll try a slow fall potion, but don't have enough, and everyone's going to suggest it. But what we're going to be doing is flying around and just kind of like flying by and doing a lot of this, unfortunately. You know, a lot of these like swoops here like this. So get used to it. There's gonna be a lot of that. We're gonna go at like angles, cutting down. This song is amazing. Are phantoms farmable? I think so. Gas, please. Oh, right. We did say a happy gas would be good for this, maybe. Do you think it's faster than like look at that stripe I just did right there. Yeah, all right. We'll try the happy gas. We'll try it. It's just so slow. So slow. Like it's so painful using it. We also have to light up in here now, obviously. I can't have a storage room this dark. I cannot have a storage room this dark, so I got to figure out where to put lights and stuff in here, but we'll get to that. Flying around at no miles per hour and not making progress is not whimsy. The whimsy of riding a gas is over. Did you fix the storage room? Yeah, I did. I don't know if I added the exact amount of golems or copper golems, but yeah, we'll try. Who's got Skizz's got one, right? We can go steal Skizz's. I don't want to. If Skizz's gas dies though, he'll cry. All right, let's do some stuff here first though. I do want to get a fresh elytra for today. This is like Electro Swing Star Wars is what I'm listening to right now. Like I don't even know what's happening. Take gems, get impulses. Oh yeah, we'll take impulses, yeah. Why are your in-game sounds so low? Are they? Whoops. I mean, I don't have chest sounds. I intentionally don't have those. So if you're judging the game sounds by the chest sounds. You're not hearing rockets? Zero sounds at all. You're not hearing that? Very quiet. Maybe it's just the music is louder. Oh, hostile mobs are down. Could be the music, yeah. All right, we'll get the sounds correct. Liking the music today, though. Okay. Let's go steal the gas, right? We'll take impulses. Did Windows tweak my audio again? I don't know, probably. Probably. Oh, he's at the shopping district. He doesn't have one here, does he? Wow, he's done a lot more digging. Oh, he's got this guy right here. I mean, I could just yoink this guy right here. Look at this. Yeah. I don't even know how to happy get this is so slow. I don't know that I'm have the patience for this, guys. This thing could have been so good. Maybe it'll be fine. We'll give it a shot. We got time. The good thing about the gas is I can at least go in like an organized, like I could go like lateral lines and stuff and be a little bit more precise where I place the torches. Where with the flying and the gliding, you're just kind of like, ah, and you just panic and put torches wherever. Impulse will be so angry. I don't think so. No, you can't speed a gas, unfortunately. Unfortunately. Why'd you have to light the mountain? Because I want to, Flavio. I think the mountain's gonna look great when it's lit up. I'm gonna be living inside this mountain for the next year of my life. I want it to be bright. I don't want it to feel like I'm enclosed in like doom and stuff like that and just like dread and darkness. Plus it'll be bad for videos. I think it'll be better to just be able to see the perimeter, and it's gonna look more, it's gonna look cooler when it's lit up. It's gonna look bigger. Why torches? Not liking torches are brighter? I don't know. Why not? Like, that's like, why not the light that gives off light level 7 instead of the light that gives off light level 15? Because it's better? I don't know. I mean, lichen would look a little bit better, I guess, but you're not going to really see the torches. You'll see the little dot of light, but... Can you see the mountain from inside? If you turn off Voxy, it's just terrible. Yeah, anyone flying over here, like, watch this, yeah. Options, video settings, general Voxy. Right? This is standard Minecraft. You don't even know you're inside a mountain. Like, the mountain is bigger than the load range. Like, I can't even imagine playing without Voxy at this point. It gives such a different, like, feel. I mean, my render distance is probably really low right now. So, although I'm at 20 chunks. Is that 20 chunks? I have no idea. But it's just crazy. Like, this is unplayable. Unplayable. The server's at 12 and we're at 20. Yeah, so I'm only getting, but shouldn't I be? I don't even remember how vanilla works. Daniel, thank you for the 8 gifted subs. Thank you so much. Anyways, enough of this nonsense. Who's got time for that? Voxy on. Greatest thing ever. You're capped by the server exactly. Okay, that makes sense, I suppose, yeah. So that was only 12. Okay, let's take this guy. Let's go get a bunch of torches and see how this works. I'm skeptical. I'm skeptical of the ghast. Where should we start? Should we start low and go high? Should we start high and go low? Should we start at a side and work one way or the other? Top down? Top to bottom? Top down. Okay. I'm okay with top down. So yeah, this is it, guys. This is what we're doing this stream. Look at this. I'm just trying to get up there. 60 seconds just to get the gas up there. If they double the speed of this thing or add some kind of speed modifier on it, like there should be a I'm working mode, which this speed is fine, but then there needs to be like I want to get somewhere mode, which is like let me sprint with my gas or something. Some kind of way to like just make it faster would make this thing infinitely better. There's a mod for that. Of course there's. Ah! Oh no! See? Ow! This is the things we gotta watch out for. You're dead. There's gonna be mobs spawning here. I mean, we might. Yeah, we're gonna get creepered here if we're not careful. Ah! Wait, okay, this is more dangerous than I anticipated. I really, you know what I want? I really want that bow feature. I want to be able to put a torch on an arrow in a crafting bench and make a torch arrow and be able to like go ding and stick it to a wall and it stays there. Yeah, F3B would be good too. You're right. All right. All right. Maybe once we're going here, this is good. I can see that this isn't a bad speed once we're going here. How do I go down again? How do I? Turn on light levels? I mean, that's not gonna help much. Look at all the creepers waiting to kill me. Hey, buddy. The good thing is, as we make some progress, it'll clean up, or it'll go quicker. Oh wow! Ow! There's no reason to be stingy with the storage, with the torches. Is there a go down button, or is it look down and because shift just dismounts me? Is it just look down? Just look down and go. Okay. This is creepy. I should get a bow, yeah. Ooh, okay, yep. You know what? Let's be a little bit safer here. A bow would be good because I don't want a creeper blowing up and taking out the ghast. Can't do anything. Okay. Is the mountain acting as a ceiling for the game? No, the mountain is acting as a concealer for the game. The ceiling for the game is actually going to be the black wool. Landrick, thank you for the piece of pie. Last weekend I was glued to Baldur's Gate 3. Are there any games other than Minecraft that you got stuck into? I mean, Satisfactory, but that's a little bit more niche. You either love it or hate it, but Satisfactory is the game I would absolutely recommend. Yeah, Baldur's Gate 3. There's no everyone loves Baldur's Gate 3. All right, where's my guest? Did he finish the mountain? It's about 95% done, I would say. Here's the problem though, like lighting up areas over here, it's kind of tough because it's already lit up because of the cracks. So maybe we just focus on the darkness. I'm gonna be all over the place. My gas. It's my gas today, yeah. Currently locked into Mech Warrior 5. I've never played any of the Mech Warriors at all. What's up, DD? How you doing? Ow, less of that. Has been revealed what the cracks are for. That'll be next episode. So, news, updates, whatever. Unfortunate. I'm gonna have some serious out of town time again as well. My kids' spring break is coming up next week, and we're going somewhere. So I'm pretty much out all next week, unfortunately. So excited about my trip, excited to spend time with the family. Obviously that comes first, but it does mean that things are going to be even, you know, more gaps in the content stuff. So I'm trying to get a lot done this week. So videos are a priority so that I can space them out, and maybe if I can get 2 done this week, that'd be amazing. so that I can like have one scheduled for mid. What's going? Oh, does my gas not want to go up there? I think he's like, nah, boss. I that's where I get squished. All right, we'll just do that and call it. Don't worry, we'll hold down the fort. We'll hold down the mountain. This isn't working bad. They're strong ones in her. They might blow away while they're gone. It might. You never know. I worry about these things, Brett. Ow. What's the chances of me being creepered today? Pretty high, I'd say, right? Pretty high. Or just, you know, falling off. I'm an expert gaster. 50-50. Wait, is the mountain done? What's up, Earth Girl? The mountain is 95% done, 90% done, and I gotta do a little bit more tonight, and then hopefully we'll have an episode just titled The Mountain. That's what I'm hoping. Okay, I know you can fit between here. Come on. They really don't like going up here. There we go. Good enough. I keep hitting shift. I won't ever not get used to that. Okay. Bum 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 bum. There's some tight spots, I know. All these like black stone things are like got like these deep pits in the mountain, which I like. All these like dark shadowy areas are really cool. Have you lit up the warden hats? Yeah. Interestingly enough, the only warden hat that wasn't already spawn safe was the one that had the issue. They were all already lit up sufficiently. Individual mobs won't be named like individual. They named at least like a citizen of the crypt. There'll probably be something like that, Stoicals. Yeah, like I'll come up with some name that is like lets it know that it's part of the game at least. It's not going to just be like, you know, killed by a warden or whatever, or you know, killed by a ravager or something. There will be something that identifies it like that. Worth Girl, thanks so much. I appreciate it. How did the creeper spawn on top of that warden? Isn't wool not spawnable? No, wool's very spawnable. Did you watch Green Dunga? I mean, that all happened during Green's stream. That's what you're asking. Fabled Noodle, thank you so much. Impulse was asking for book recommendations. I sent a dono recommending DCC. Mentioned you have to, but he did say he was going to read the one I've been wanting to read, the one my wife read. What was it? Something with a P. What was it? What's the book he's going to read now? Project Hail Mary. That's it. Yeah. I mean, my wife is gushing over that book, so. I would not recommend someone read, and I know I'm going to get a lot of disagreement for this and stuff. I would not recommend someone read Dungeon Crawler Carl. I would recommend just Audible. The voice acting is so good that, I don't know, for me personally, it really adds so much. Movie in 2 weeks? Movie of what? Oh, Project Hail Mary is being made into a movie? For real? Ryan Gosling's in it? Wow, okay. I guess I don't need to read the book then. You just started DCC on Audible? You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. It's interesting, like in Dungeon Crawler Carl, the characters' voices, mostly Carl's voice, changes so much during the course of the from like book 1 to book 5, and I'm sure even more later on. It's interesting seeing Jeff Hayes like change the voice of the character, and I don't know if it was intentional or not. I don't know if he was like, oh, Carl's getting stronger and bigger physically in the game, I have to change his voice, or if it just happened naturally. I'm sure he would probably say he did it on purpose, but I think some of it's probably intentional too. Unintentional, I meant to say. I don't remember what I said there. He moved away from sounding like Patrick Warburton. Yeah, I had to Google who that was too, but then I saw it and I was like, oh yeah, he does sound like him. I mean, the goal here isn't just aesthetics. It's also, I don't want creepers dropping on my head when I'm building the game. Although the creepers are going to be spawned so high that they're probably not going to spawn on me, or they're not going to drop. I don't know what the maximum distance a creeper will drop to kill someone. I think it's pretty far. Does anyone know? 23? No, 23 just kills them. I'm not asking how long. They'll drop a certain amount of height. I forget what it is. It's farther than you'd think. Basically, like if they're on a little block, a block above you and you're down below, how far will they drop and take damage just to explode you? And honestly, it's as long as they don't die, I guess, but I think it's somewhere less. I want to say it's like 12 or something like that, but African or European creeper. See what you did there. Unfortunately, I'm just meandering around here lighting up, which means there's no rhyme or reason to what I'm doing. I didn't fall. It'll drop as far as needed as long as they survive the fall. Interesting. So that means they have to know what their projected damage is based on the fall. I don't think they'll drop 20 blocks. 20 blocks won't kill them, and I don't think they'll drop 20 blocks. Maybe I'm wrong. Why not make this a Hermit's helping hermits? I don't know, because I'm here and I need to do it. Someone wanted to come over and play storages, they're more than welcome to. I have a mountain of work ahead of me, yeah. Been working on this mountain for like 2 months now. The gas is working better than I thought, yeah. Going to like the other side of the mountain is painful, but once you're working, it's actually working pretty good right now. And it's really like these dark blocks. That's the ones I want to light up the most too, because you don't see the shape if you don't. The stone, you can still kind of see the shape, but these blocks is important to light up. Makes me wonder if a creeper falls on a happy guest, does it become immovable? No, it wouldn't. It only becomes immovable when someone engages with it, and a creeper can't engage with it. Can't, like, pilot it. Ow. Just doing spirals around this. I think we've already made quite a bit of progress here. Maybe a stupid question, but are you not covering it all in black wool? I'm covering the game in black wool. Again, there will be a box of black wool, probably the size of this stone thing, and it'll probably stop like, I don't know, like that level or so. I gotta figure out where it is, but there's a box that contains the game, but the box is going on pretty much when the game is done. There's no reason for me to put the box on, because it's just an aesthetic thing to set the mood of the game, and all it does is hinder my development. So it makes it harder for me to fly around and navigate throughout the game when I'm actually building it. So the actual wool container probably won't go on till late, and it'll be a really cool change because it'll be like everyone's going to see the game a lot with it open, and then we'll add the wool at the end, and that's going to be really what sets the mood and gives it like that dark encroachment, I think, which will be really cool. Theo podcast in the next episode? No, I don't think so. The next decked out podcasty thing, I don't know if they're trying to think. No, there will be some, but not for a while probably. Basically, the roadmap is get the mountain done, get my nether tunnel done. Hoping to do that this week. I don't know if I can get all that done this week though, if I'm honest, and stream. But then after that, the thing I'm really excited about is actually building the village. And by building the village, I don't mean detailing it. It's going to be just laying it out and kind of like figuring out where everything in the map is going to be. Very excited for that. Once that's done, like that's like the big blocker on anything, because I can't do any redstone or any systems until I know where the extents of the map are going to go. Right? I can't put down something like, you know, like the card shuffler or something, and then suddenly it's like, oh wait, I wanted my swamp to be there, and now I have to. So you got to have the map extents and the rough plan of the map laid out 100% before I start any redstone. So once I get the map designed and laid out, then we can start all the fun stuff that you guys have been so patiently waiting for. Are there going to be multiple levels again? Not in the sense of like get a key, go down to the next level. No. Which is a risk. I'll be honest. I don't know. I'm trying something different here. I'm trying a much more open world design, which has some concerns. I have some solutions for that, I think, that should help. But I also acknowledge that it is a risk. The starting at level 1 going down to level 2 thing had a good sense of progression and exploration, and it not locked down. It made the content linear and progressive for Decked Out 2, which was a good thing, but also a bad thing. What do we got here? I'm an excellent shot. This is going quicker than I expected. Yeah, I know. Why was it bad? It was bad because, and when I say bad, I mean it had bad aspects. There was a lot of good things about it. The bad aspects of the linear vertical stacked dungeon was there's a lot of repetitive content. Every time someone played, you had to watch them get a key on level 1, and then you had to watch them get a key on level 2, and it kind of got a little bit samey, and the return trip home was always the same. So it made content really repetitive. Not in a horrible way, but that's something I'm trying to improve. I'm trying to make it so that every run feels different. Like if someone goes to the swamp and then goes through and then chooses a path that goes somewhere else, then they have a run that's completely different than the next person. Will you prevent mobs from naturally spawning on the map? Yeah, of course, we have to. If I don't prevent mobs from spawning, then I won't have a game because it'll be blown up. What is my inspiration for Decked Out 3? A lot of, I mean, there's just like a theme I like Curse of Strahd from D&D or Darkest Dungeon, or which I never really played. Any of that, like, I don't want to use the word horror, but the spooky cursed village feeling. There's a lot of games and a lot of content that have explored that. So I'm trying to do my own flavor on that. Gothic horror, yeah, vampire stuff, you know, love it. I'm very excited about the story for Decked Out 3 as well. Oh, come on. This is why I should be carrying my blocks with me so I could patch holes. I have like the beginning groundworks of like a story / lore arc, which I think is going to be really cool. It definitely needs some work though. But my goal is that like everyone plays the game and everyone uncovers pieces of the story as they play the game. Now the downside to that is chat will always be the conglomerate hive mind of all the knowledge, and as soon as someone discovers something that may be a secret or something to the story, all the hermits know it. So there's only so much I can do with like story revelation and stuff like that, but I think it'll be fun just for things to naturally fit together and have a sense of like, oh, that's why that's there, or oh, I see, this is this way because of this event in the past that happened. That kind of stuff I think is cool. Makes it a lot more immersive. We promise not to spoil, right? That's not how that works. NDA works for yourself. You can't sign a community-based NDA. I'm signing an NDA for everyone in chat right now. Doesn't work that way. How will the difficulty work with the dungeon being open instead of linear? With the O2, it was simple, more hard. I mean, I'm not going to give away too many things, but it's when you say open world, it's not going to be, okay, day one, I can just walk into the hardest zone and do the hardest thing. I am going to give the players a little bit more freedom in terms of like, you choose your own leash, and if you choose too long of a leash, well, you'll probably die. But there's still going to be a leash that they have to, it's not 100% open world. It's open world in design and layout, but there will be checkpoints, we'll say. Will there be a difficulty setting? Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, the difficulty system is more or less going to be a lot like Decked Out 2. The difficulty will determine what you have to accomplish and how much you have to accomplish. And it will also determine, in Decked Out 2, it pretty much only determined how deep the artifact was that you had to go get, which was a good enough, you know, I don't have regrets, but difficulty will also drive other things in Decked Out 3. The game will get actually harder and stuff, I believe, but I haven't worked out those details yet. limited keys to limited runs again. As long as you have a competitive game that is, we're keeping track of some score, and we're moving away from individual and going to a team-based gameplay this time, which is an experiment, is a risk, but you have to have a limited set of, you have to control the amount of runs a player can have if you want to make a fair game. If you don't, then, you know, Jevin will win, if I'm honest, because Jevin plays, it has, you know, he would just throw 1,000 runs at the game. Or you know, I just picked Jevin randomly, but anyone who has a lot of time and wants to play the game a lot will just win, and that's no fun. You can't brute force it. It has to be a game of like skill and tactful decisions, right? You don't want it to just be like, oh, I played more than you and that's why we're winning. So there has to be a limited set of keys, which has its set of downfalls, of course, right? It would be no, I understand you guys are just like, play, I want you to play more, you know? So what I am, and I don't know if I can accomplish this, and this is in no way a promise, but what I am entertaining is like, oh, are you playing, you know, kind of like how, and I'll take like Rocket League, for example, let you guys know, there's like, or a lot of games will have like a ranked game or an official game, competitive game, whatever you want to call it, and then they'll have a casual mode. So maybe Decked Out 3 could have a casual mode that's like, it is infinite play, but I don't know. Because I don't want the people with more, I gotta that, even that, as I say, it comes with a lot of downfalls. Because like, if I introduce a mode that's unlimited play, then someone will have the game unlocked and like unlocked. They'll beat the game in a month. And then people who are still like playing at a normal human level will be like, oh, well, why would, no one cares about watching me do this level 1 thing anymore, because everyone's already seen all the content and the game's over. So if I added a casual mode, it would really shorten the lifespan of Decked Out 3, which is not something I want to do, actually. So yeah, never mind, we're not doing that. I haven't figured out what the, you know, key distribution system is yet or anything like that. Maybe casual mode only later on, like in the near end game. Yeah, maybe. I do have, there's still some exciting things though. I'm not going to share with you guys yet, but there will be many, I don't want to use the word many, but there will definitely be different ways to play the game. Team-based will not be all of them. So some of the other ways to play the game I think could be really cool and interesting too, but I'll have to figure out a way to paste keys on that as well too. Why is Giz making me torch the mountain? Do you have like circuit redstone diagrams for game mechanics? No, there's zero redstone is done. If I'm honest, I have 0% redstone designs complete. I have ideas how I want to do things. Like, you know, in my head, I have ideas of how I want to do the card processor and stuff like that. Different from last time. But nothing really done yet. And there's nothing to say that there won't be systems lifted directly from Decked Out 2. Or spiritually lifted from Decked Out 2. Like the card shuffler will be the, I'll tell you right now, it's going to be the same mechanic with like the stacked mine carts, because that works fantastic. It's compact and it's 100% random. But I could probably clean it up a little bit too. Is the key cap team based or individual? Like team members give their, yeah, there's no trading, there's no giving your keys to anyone else, so it'll be individual. Last thing I want is like you know, obviously not naming names or anything, but I don't want weaker players giving their keys to stronger players just so that their team can win. No, I want everyone to be encouraged to play. So it'll be team based. I have no way of there's no way for me. There's gonna be a lot of like no trade. One of the biggest problems with sorry, I'm all over the place here, guys. My thoughts. One of the major problems with a cooperative team-based game is trading now becomes very enticing. Where in Decked Out 2, it was like I had a no trading rule, but it was fine because why would you trade? You're just helping your opponent. But now trading really becomes beneficial. It's going to be very tempting to like, hey teammate, you want to give me this and I'll give you that and stuff. So I got to have a really strict no trade policy. To the extent of and I think I've talked about this before. I was actually considering like a system, and I don't think I'm going to do it, but I was considering a system where players don't own their deck. The game owns the deck. Like the gameplay is still the same, but they don't take their deck with them outside the game. The game keeps track of it. You just put in your identifier and say, hey, it's Skiz playing the game, and it loads up Skiz's deck for him. But that comes with a whole host of other nasty problems that I don't like. So we're not doing that, but that would solve the trading thing. You know, I was like entertaining the idea of having like, so if we did that, right? If the game owned your deck, you'd have to put in I'd have to have like a deck viewer in the lobby where you could like put in your token and it would like load your deck on the screen and everything or something like with like armor. I don't know. It'd be very complicated. Not something I really wanted to do. Torches. Trades only allowed with opposing teams. No trading. Ooh, look at this. Already making some very distinct stripes here. It's already looking cool. All right, where's my ghast? Oh, there it is. Do you think you could have plotted caves around the mountain with mini games to earn keys? I have a goal, but it's a low priority, so it may get cut. But the goal is that one of the things we learned about Decked Out 2 is there's a lot of people sitting in the lobby waiting, and giving them something to do is a good thing. But what I might just do though is that's a good thing for me to outsource. I think just say, hey guys, here's this large volume up in the mountain. You're free to do whatever you want here to make activities for hermits that are waiting. I mean, that's kind of what happened in Decked Out 2. And I think it was okay. I think if I really officially embraced it and did something, I could put something better there that was a little bit more like related to the game. I mean, the training ground that they did was kind of fun. But no, there won't be any way to like earn extra keys or anything like that. Yeah, Green did that. But I definitely want to add a tier 1 queuing system, right? So like Hermit's Kit, there's an order of who's next and stuff. Decked Out 2 didn't have that at all, and it was desperately needed, and they kind of tried to build their own with the movable armor stands or something. I'm gonna build that into the game this time. Like, you know, I got next game, and the equivalent of the old arcades, you know, where you put your quarter on the arcade. Is the mountain finally done? It's about 95% done, minus the crack fill in and a couple of holes, so that's probably 90% done. But we're looking really good. I know noises, I know. What's an arcade? Shut up, people. You know what an arcade is. Who, where, what, who, when? Don't be shooting my gas. Oh, right, all the I should probably light the ground up first. Should we switch to lighting up the ground? Look at look at this down here. Let's light up the ground as a little change of pace. Because, you know, you guys want that because that means I'm going to die probably. Workshop power. All right. I can just leave him, right? He'll be fine. I don't think he's going to leave. If I keep going, he's going to get shot because the skeletons are going to shoot up at me and they're going to hit the gas instead. My storage room is so dark. It makes me sad. All right, let me get some more rockets here. Do wardens attack gas? Oh, good question. Yeah, probably. Probably. We'll be fine. But yeah, guys, I like that this is turning into a little decked out chatty stream. So any questions or whatever have, some of them some things I may reveal, some things I may not. What is that? Oh, I did that, didn't I? What is the square hole for? That's the map to the game. This is where the map is going to go. It's perfect. I think it's, I don't know, whatever it was. It's the exact map size right here. So the map is going to be here, and it's inset in the mountain intentionally so that you don't really see it unless you fly over here. But it needs to be exposed to the sky. So I think it's 128 by 128. Yeah. All right, time for death and sadness. You talked about many paths to start the game. Will also be many exits. Yurul, that's a great question. I have in my design doc that question posed, so it's definitely on the drawing board, we'll say. Well, I will say this. Yes, there are multiple exits, guaranteed. But maybe not what you're thinking. It's crazy how much under the mountain stuff there is here. Death is an exit. Yeah, that's dark. Mountain under the mountain, I know. Have you decided on the card mechanics yet? That's a pretty broad question. What do you mean by that? I have one of the best things coming, one of the best changes, to make sure I word this correctly, one of the best changes Decked Out 3 compared to Decked Out 2 will be the card system, I think. Decked Out 2's card system was bland. There's no reason for me to be down here, but here we are. By bland, I mean, the biggest problem with the cards in Decked Out 2 was it was just like, oh, there was no concept of like building a deck. It was just this card is better than that card, so everyone just generally wants it. You didn't have to make any hard choices and stuff like that, so that's something we're really trying to fix. There was very little synergy. Yeah, it was, and I had ideas in the original days of Decked Out 2 to come up with like a whole system for card synergy and stuff, and I scrapped it because I thought it was too complicated, but better plans this time. Luton's cute. We did Mosul, yeah. Any cards that will make a comeback? I mean, I wouldn't be shocked if there was a loot and scoot card. But I'm also not like instinctively starting with a bunch of cards from decked out too or anything like that either. Will the cards be announced like they were in decked out too? Yeah, absolutely. Is there any way to send potential ideas? I mean, not really. No, I don't. If I open that, that's a huge can of worms. If I open that, so probably not. I'm probably just gonna do it myself. That's not to say that during live streams there won't be times where, you know, I inquire about ideas or how to make something better or something like that. Keep in mind, guys, there's some questions that you might be asking that I'm intentionally not answering. I'm not ignoring you. When will you start redstoning? After the map is generally laid out. Given my breaks coming up between spring break for my family and the charity event, which is like 10 days, there's unfortunately a lot of downtime. But I would say if I put it in terms of episodes, I see you, Echo. Hi, I'm not ignoring you. What led you to making the first decked out? I was just into roguelike deck builders, and I decided I was like, how can I put together a lot of things that I like in my gaming preference, and I like making games in Minecraft, so I don't know, it just kind of happened. Very glad I did, though. It makes me think, like, I love making games in Minecraft so much. You know, decked out is just like the first major complex. Well, Hungry Hermits was up there too, I would say. But I can almost guarantee that every season of Hermitcraft now I will be doing some kind of major game. Just because that's what I enjoy and that's what I want people to know me as. So if we don't do a decked out 4, there will be something that's going to be, you know, large scale. GTA? Yeah, coming right up. Have you played Noida? No. I think it's on my wish list. There's way more lighting up here than I anticipated. Whoop. Are you going to be playing Slay the Spire too? Of course, yeah, I'll definitely check it out. I haven't played Outer Wilds, no. Adesio, I did see it like the other day, and I was like, when will you start the map? Probably 3 episodes from now. I'm honestly trying to get 2 episodes done this week. Obviously, that's aggressive for me. Mostly so that I can queue one up for while I'm gone. Yeah, everyone says Outer Wilds. This is fantastic. So yeah, maybe I should. When is the next board game stream? Don't know. I'd love to do more demo reel. I gotta find a game and people to play it with and stuff like that. I don't know, for those of you that saw me play with Brody and Astro and stuff when we did the Goonies game, like I really enjoyed that, and I think there's room for more of that with a core group and changing up the game being played and stuff. I think that's really cool. Oh yeah, Evil was there too, I think. Do, 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 do. Have you played Mugenics? No. Warning Ooters! Am I clear here? We're clear. Zoe Netic, thank you for the piece of pie. Hear me out. Decked Out 4 space station built over the void in the end. I strongly considered building Decked Out 3 in the end. The only reason it's not in the end, because it's the ultimate like spooky platform. Blank canvas, nothing around, no pre-digging, no mountain building. I could just build the interior and people, you know, teleport right in and stuff. It would have been great. Downside, which is a major one, is it just completely isolates me to the point where I would have never seen any hermits. So there would have just been like nobody around. I would have been able to see other hermits builds. It just would have made for a really, really isolated season, more so than I currently have. Your audio is only coming out of your left-hand channel. That's a first. Look at these mobs. This is crazy. Oh, this is good lighting up here. Probably gonna be exploded in a minute. Woo! Battle cry. Battle cry. What mod is the light levels? Mini HUD, I believe. All this like forest lighting up, that's a lot of work. Let me focus on some of this area here, and then we'll get back to some of your guys' great questions in a second here. Why there gotta be so many creepers? Watch that power. Coda, you have a very important question. Go ahead. I love that you preface that you have an important question, and there's no way I'm going to actually see your follow-up question now. Why not burn down the forest? Because the mountain is very flammable. Which, by the way, I have not put up lightning rods yet. We should do that today. The mountain is made out of pale moss and gray wool. So I should probably put some lightning rods on top of it. Should we do that now? Let's do that now. Summer cast. Oh my gosh, hold on. Okay, hold on. People being amazing here, and I'm not paying attention as usual. Okay. Kosef, thank you for the 1,000 bits. Anybody able to catch any streams of VOD lately? If you haven't named the mountains yet, I'd like to nominate the perilous peaks of preposterous proportions. No. Excellent alliteration, though. Tango's good eye. Thank you. Can you elaborate at all on potential multiple exits to the map? Easy randomized exits for each run, or triggered by clank hazard. If you'd like to keep a mystery for now. Yeah, there's a big thing I do want to keep a mystery. I don't know if I've mentioned it or not, but if so, I'm gonna keep it a mystery. But even at the generic sense, I like the idea of multiple entrances into the game, where when you start the game, the minecart will randomly choose a path and you'll start in a different area, again, to make each run feel different. With that said, I could do the same thing with multiple exits. When the game starts, it randomizes one of the exits and stuff like that. But then it's different because it's like you have to know which exit is, you have to figure out which exit is open, and that might make for some frustration. Also, the big challenge with randomizing entrances and exits is to make them both perceived as fair and balanced. And I use the word perceived there. I didn't say make them fair and balanced. I said make them perceived to be fair and balanced, because that's all that really matters. If the players don't perceive the entrances to be fair and balanced, then they will feel like they lost as soon as it picks the other one. Inevitably, that's going to happen. Everyone will pick an entrance that they want to start at. And that's a big deterrent to the randomized one, because it just feels like you're being randomly chosen as like at a disadvantage. So we'll see. I'm not 100% on the randomized start ending thing yet, but we'll see. Cron Bomb Job, thank you for 10 gifted subs. Thank you so much. I don't even have a mug. I don't have coffee today, but I salute you. Thank you so much, Cron. Thank you. Daniel, thank you. I know a tangle will come to go through a ball of mine. I can't wait for everyone to. We'll see. We'll see, Daniel. There's a tremendous amount of pressure. And Summer Cast, thank you. Just some love for Day 03 and having a fun on spring break. Enjoy the break and time with the family. Life is too precious. Like, you're 100% right. Yeah, no, if I'm honest, like, you know, one of my kids is going to college soon, so this is kind of our last family trip and stuff, so definitely want to take advantage of it. Oh, here's Coda's silly question. See, I told you I'd miss it. There's no way. And now I'm gonna miss it again. Exactly, Gracie. Yeah. Jake, I know that I love that you know what that is. What did I come down here for? Didn't I come here for something? Lightning rods, yeah, let's do that. All right, copper. I know stuff. How do you make a lightning rod? Just 3 of the things. Okay. I might not have enough copper. There we go. Now, one of these covers, isn't it like a massive area? Like, Coda said, can they shoot Ravagers in Decked Out 2 with a Power 5 bow? I hope that wasn't Coda's question. 128 block radius. Yeah, so, all right, we really don't need a lot of these. 4 should be enough, I think. Oh, wait, I'm gonna need a lot of scaffolding for this. That actually was the question, Coda. That was a suboptimal use of your question. How's the mess? I think it was a buy. Over 200 years ago, it wasn't 200 years ago, 2 brothers announced they could fly. Turns out they were right. Do you get it? That was funny. Yeah, is it circular or is it square? Spherical. Risk of Tea says spherical. Then if that's the case, I don't want to have too many. I could use the shape system here. Configure. Hang on. What's happening? What's happening right now? Why am I a crab? Radius of 128. My head's too big for your crabness. Wait, 128 we said? 128 spherical, right? So I could have just used this regular one because despawn spear is... All right. So one of these covers that much area, which is quite a bit. I think if we do 2 wide, the whole thing isn't 256 blocks. I guess it's spherical though, so we got to go a little bit less. Ignite risk in a 3x3 around the rod. Yeah, the rods are going to be floating up at build height. Unfortunately. Right, like we can't put them on the mountain. They have to be floating up at build height, I think, right? Is that going to look bad? Do we think?
Tell the people about the fancy lunch you took me out for.
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't. Well, actually, no, I didn't. Sorry, I was just excited when you said that. Yeah, I took my wife out. Mrs. T and I went out for.
Super special.
It's pretty fancy, guys. It's pretty fancy. I took her out for lunch, treated her like the queen that she is. $1.50 hot dogs at Costco.
Costco and a soda.
There was a soda included in that. So for $3, I treated my wife to a glorious lunch. I mean, can you think how many points I just got from her? Like, she's so impressed. She's impressed. Yeah. Goated meal. I know, right? Unbelievable. All right, so lightning rod, is it 3x3? Honestly, I'm only saying that. It's the first time I've ever had a Costco hot dog, I think.
That's the first time I've ever had a Costco.
And it was so satisfying. She's just like, let's do it. Let's do it. I was like, okay.
I'm like, it's lunchtime.
Yeah. I mean, after we just spent $400 on other stuff. Yeah.
Well, it's Costco. Tango turned into the ultimate old man, though.
What?
At Costco.
Just because how expensive everything is?
Oh
yeah.
my God. Grapes for $10.
It's stupid how expensive things are. I'm sorry. It's good that she does most of the shopping. Evil Notion. Does that make you a Rust developer? See, I don't get that. Because I'm not a Rust developer. I'm assuming there's a crab associated with it. I don't get that. 3x3 cube, except the blocks below it. Runs the fire check. So hollow spherical of radius 3 is basically the ignite zone. Okay. So basically, don't put it within 3 blocks of... Let's get, but does no one sleep on this server? How do I play this game? E. I know noises. That was the first thing I said. I know how, like, what's the word? Stingent? Not stingent. How like, these persevered. The CEO of Costco was just like, you will not change the price of that hot dog. It's amazing. Boom, 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 boom. Why do you have fire take on? Because they're crazy. I mean, like pain. Okay. So let's see here. 1 here. We're gonna have to just sprinkle it, right? So do I just do... How bad is that gonna look? Looks pretty dumb. Oh, wait. Sphere, not cylinder. Well, okay. Spherical, though, means the area that it will catch lightning. What we're really talking about, though, is it's going to catch it in a cylinder, right? Hold on, just to be clear here, right? If I set this here, right? So it's roughly at that thing. We're not going to get lightning right here. I think what it does is it checks, I'm going to blast lightning right here, and then it checks for just the XZ distance. I don't think it's testing the Y distance. Like, it should catch the lightning. Basically, lightning can't sneak under the lightning rod, I don't think. How do you guys know this? There's way too many of you saying that it can sneak under, and there's no way you've ever tested this or seen it happen. I feel like this is the internet claiming something that they don't know. Unless you're reading the code.
Just trust me, bro.
I know, right? Just cover everything. No, because then it's going to look ugly. Easy to test in creative. Is it easy to test? I mean, I can make a lightning storm, but what's up, sir? Thank you for the 6 months. Appreciate it. Any sphere within this, any strike within this sphere is redirected. Yeah, that's inconclusive to me. Is there a gem here? Hi, Gem. How you doing? Lightning blocks that are the highest block in the column redirected strikes within a spherical column at radius 128. That are the highest block in the column redirect lightning strikes within a spherical volume. It just feels weird to have a lightning rod. Like, you're saying lightning can strike directly. Misty's like, I'm out. You're saying that you can have lightning strike directly below a lightning rod, which would be ludicrous design. Right? If I have land 130 blocks below my lightning rod, it can strike the ground directly directly below the lightning rod. I mean, I guess, sure, because the lightning rod is a higher block, but like one block adjacent to it, we'll say. I'm going to test this. Thank you, Brad. Here's the big question, though, is how bad do these lightning rods look? Is it better to... All right, if I do have like 12, 15 of these, they're going to look dumb floating. But is it going to look dumber floating up? Should I just put them all at build height? The rods are barely noticeable. I suppose. No one's going to be like, oh, this mountain would be cool, but that lightning rod can't even with that. Did I go up at least 3 blocks here? Yeah, all right, we're 5 blocks up there, so we're fine there. All right, well, let's just start sprinkling them then, I guess. See what happens. When in doubt, geese? That doesn't make any sense. I don't know how you turn a lightning rod into a geese. Tango, you can hide the lightning rods anywhere. They don't need to be at the peaks. Okay. So they don't have to be at the top? They could be anywhere? In other words, if lightning is about to strike right where I am right here, if I have a lightning rod down there, it's going to redirect it. But they need sky access. It's like he's never Minecraft. I've never used lightning rods to stop lightning ever. except on like minor projects where it was like put one over the farm and you're done. Just confirmed. It strikes past. It seems past. Risk of team. Past means like below. Lightning rod is all the way up here. It can hit the ground directly below it, off one block, 130 blocks below it. Yeah, we covered that, Etho. I feel like I need to put them up in the sky. Yep, just put a rod in the sky and ticked, sprinted lightning, went down. Okay, wow. So I need these all over the place then. This is horrible. I'm not building geese, guys. Stop saying geese. That's a lot. Can you put them in the valleys where no flammable stuff is? Yes, I could hide them. Like the problem is a lot of the valleys have the wool in it because it's one of the darker colors. I'd have to find a valley. Let me turn this sphere off. I'd have to find a valley that was like just blackstone, which there are some, but oh, I gotta do that right there. Yeah, there's not enough of them. Like maybe here. Even here, there's probably wool within 3 blocks. Yeah, I don't know. That's frustrating. Wow. What's the best way to do this? A lot of the peaks, I mean, these are bad examples here, but a lot of the peaks are just stone. Yeah, Jake, it's the opposite, you know. It's a 3x3 cube around the lightning rod. So, oh, so when we say 3x3, it's just 3 blocks. Thank you, Brett. I appreciate it. So it's only a 1 block adjacent to the lightning rod. Is that what we're saying? It will actually light up. Is it 1 block adjacent for the 3x3? 3x3 volume around the air block above it. Sorry, guys. I just want to make sure this is right. This is peak content. Fast Gambit. Thank you. So if it's just a 3x3x3, then it's only 1. It's basically like adjacent to it. So that wool block is safe, is what we're saying. Right? Especially if it's the block above it, like you said. Wow, so it's a really small area. I just need to hide these things everywhere. This is annoying. I'm sad. Pale moss, pale moss. Right, so I could like technically even do this. No. Wait, can I put them inside something? No, has to be the highest block. Has to be, okay, yeah, has to be just air above it. Fair enough. Wow, this is rough. I'm just trying to look for like a patternistic way to place these. I was originally thinking like picking random peaks, but now like some way of hiding them seems better. Put them where the beacon beams will go. There's a lot more moss at the peaks than I anticipated. Not safe? No, it's totally safe. It's just... That's a great spot. Or do you mean the other one? Ooh, that's a way to do it. Like, have them have a hole like this. I mean, there's some pale moss there, unfortunately, but if there was like a hole like that, I could just do that, right? Ignoring the pale moss, of course, but something like that would be really good, actually. Be a great way to hide them. So maybe that's the answer. I could just like dig holes in some of these, and then they'd be completely hidden. Let's see, a spot like this. Yeah. They can be sideways, right? Lightning does have a search mechanic. Once it picks a spot, it looks for a nearby living entity. You could use it for, that's all complicated. So you could use that to force strikes. That's way too complicated risk. Right? Does that work? I think that works. Sideways is fine. Hidden like that is pretty good. Ideally, I would like put some extra stone around it or something like that. All right. I need more rockets. Oh, no, I don't. Whoop. All right, let's make a whole bunch more of these because we got to start spamming them now. I don't have enough copper for this. If I smelt raw copper, do I get... That feels like a crime. Smelting raw copper. I just need to go to a what do you call it? I've been meaning to ask why there are holes in some part of the mountain. That's for next episode. You'll see. All right, lightning rod's already waxed. That's a little personal, don't you think? I'm way too indecisive for this right now, obviously. Oh, I should have brought some stone with me. Let me grab some stone. Right, that's fine. And then if I add some stone along the sides there, let me grab some stone and we'll do this. Can't get into my mountain. Horns going off. Mulch, thank you. 10 pieces of pie. I've been watching this the first full season of AC. Wow, thank you so much, Mulch. 21 years in the Air Force. Congrats to you. Enjoy retirement. Thank you for the 10 pieces of pie. Mulch, you're amazing. Thank you so much. We're gonna need more rockets than this. Are you keeping track of where you place them? Yeah, that'd be a good idea. Otherwise, they're just going to be everywhere. You're right. Should I do like a... I need like a bright temporary block or something, right? Or I could just keep making spheres. Yeah, I could just keep adding these spheres here. All right, that's what we'll do. I already lost the other one, so, you know, got that going for us. This is going to take forever. Like, I want to light up the cave, right? Like, I know this is kind of imperative that we get this done soon, but this is not... I thought this was like a 10-minute task, and now it's turning into like an hour task, at least. I'd rather get cave lighting done. Do we agree? Armando, yeah, it's been tested. I appreciate you doing it too. Yeah. Well, Jake, I have a plan now. I like the digging a hole in the peaks, but it's still gonna take a lot of time. So I'm gonna put it on hold, I think. I wanna do more lights. It's more satisfying to me right now. And clearly doesn't require me to make decisions that I'm not capable of making. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Rockets, get rid of that. Lucas, thank you. You can hide them with armor stand blocks. Yeah, I know. I don't want to add another 30 armor stands to the game, though. There's already enough lag and nonsense. Oh, that's a witch. Wow. It's so weird. Like, this was the coastline right here. This is where I used to, like, get in my boat to go out into the ocean. Now it's just, like, buried in the mountain. Is there TNT over there still? Probably just left it. Whoa, what is this? Scary cave, scary cave. You guys want me to go back and see this TNT? Will that make you happy? I love that my son gets home from school, he just looks in the door and he just like rolls his eyes. So proud of his father. Now I have to take this off. Okay, this is all important. I know the mountain is better, but without doing this, we get skeletons that are going to shoot our gas, and this needs to be done anyways. And quite honestly, this is part of the effect of lighting things up and making it feel bigger down here. That's the role of the parent, embarrass the kids. Yeah, we're good at that. We are good at that. Hey! Giant hole in my mountain. Pork chop power. It's a lot of mobs down here. I love this mod. Makes things so much easier. Andy, thank you for noticing. Yeah, kind of cheap along the backside here. There's a lot of holes in the mountain over here. Oh. Oh, I locked myself down. Please. Will he die? Probably. This is, believe it or not, this is like hockey sense training. You can't skate with your head down. If you don't look where you're going, you're not going to be a good hockey player. And this is like that. You have to look at the ground to see what needs to be lit up, but you also have to look at the area to know what's coming. I know, shocking. We talk about hockey in my channel. Okay, we're doing good. Oh, it's time to flee. Porch up! Hockey got canceled for you this weekend? Ugh, the worst. Almost done with this scary area. Oh. That's like only like one little section. How many percent is the mountain complete? I'm saying 90%. I'm probably vastly underestimating the last step, but I'll when I'm done here, I'll take a little fly out and show you what's left. Is it worth a despawn field trip? Where's the fun in that? Jeez. So much more to light up. Focus mode. This stuff is dangerous here. The hopping is impressive? Nah. Just need a little bit of speed. You can do it. Oh, on torches. Lights are still good. Would you ever do MCC again? An official one? Probably not. MCC just stresses me too much, and it's not a play style of the game that I enjoy. So it doesn't bring me fun. If that makes sense. Has Tango ever won MCC? No. Man, this area is huge. Would you do mid-offs? I barely understand what that is. It's basically someone coaching you to like speed run. No, I wouldn't do that either. Same thing. There's many different ways to play Minecraft, and I respect all of them, but everyone's got their flavor. To me, it's a creative game, not an action game. Missed one. I missed a lot. All right, let's see where we're at here. Pork chop power. Was there a game in MCC that you really enjoyed? I really liked the new one, the copper rail one, because that's like teamwork and coordination and stuff. I thought that was really cool. I mean, there's a couple games that I enjoy. I'm just not good at. Railroad Rush, yeah. Railroad Rush was great. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yep, I was due. Shut up. Where am I? What is happening here? Why am I in a tree? What? What the heck? All right, let's, yeah. Explosions happened. I would have been fine, except that stupid, I fell in that hole. There's a lot of gray here. We still need to add a lot of trees. Not that trees are going to really brighten it up, but trees are going to really help. Well, I got to be careful I don't get something spawning in here. Temporary. Food. Yeah, like a warden. They can spawn on top of their shulker boxes, though. All right, where was I? Oh, set spawn. That'd be a good idea, yeah. Come on, Voxy. All right, where... that looks like a pile of me. Should have made sure no one was around first. We good? We good? I think we're good. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, I think that's it. No. I think that's it. All right, we're good. As we were. Let's turn that back on and that back on and that back on. Thank you. Just a few craters. Nothing important. What's up, chicken? All right, going on one last path here. I know there's still like a ton up in the hills and stuff. Like all this. Well, that's actually not bad. I did like... Yeah, all this back here. This is scary and terrifying, and we're not doing that today. I still got to take all these trees down to really open it up. I don't need that space for the game, I don't think. But I still want it to be as open as possible and stuff. Ooh, this is scary over here. Boom, 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 boom. Fire? No. Last thing I want to do is set a fire in here. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. We might be getting back to gas time because that was more satisfying. How many chunks wide is the game? Yes, I don't know. Many. More than 10. Oh, this is me asking to be blown up here. Yep, yep, yep. She throwing things at me? Poisoning me? He's lost his... I know, I've lost my edge. Look at this, is so dark over here still. This has got to be done. If otherwise, like... It looks like we're going to have 2 streams about lighting up the mountain, by the way. Stay tuned Wednesday. Bring your questions. Because there's no way I'm finishing this today now. So yeah, it looks like Wednesday we'll probably be doing more lighting. Because this has got to get done. It's light work, yeah. Could get Skiz to help me if he wants, yeah. The boss, as we like to call him. Skiz would die a lot. He'd be fine. I definitely want to chop these trees down. I don't like this. So yeah, let's get back to the game chat and stuff. If you guys have questions, or if I missed any of your good questions from before, I apologize. Fire away again. Would a mob spawning switch like it did for the Nether Hub work instead of the lightning? The lighting. Yeah, but then yeah, I guess a localized mob switch would technically work. I was just thinking I don't need regular, because mob spawners still work with a mob switch, I believe. Do you have a mood board for the kind of houses for town? I do have a couple pictures, yeah, but I mean, it's kind of what you'd expect. I'm a little bit torn because I figured like I need a lot of different houses and buildings and stuff for the village of Greywick. So it's a good thing for me to, oh yeah, my witch farm would be killed, yeah. So that's no good. I am thinking of asking some hermits to do some houses for the village. But I also really want to make sure that they're kind of cohesive and they look the same. If they're all different styles, it's going to make the village look weird, right? Because like villages in this type of setting, the houses are all kind of very similar because they all use the same person to build them and the same tech and everything like that. There's not going to be like, you know, with the exception of like the mansion or something like that. Oh, I need port jet power. I don't want to have like 6 different build styles going on. You guys know what I'm saying? Like it would make it feel like a collection of artistic styles rather than an authentic building. Did my family play Decked Out too? Yeah, I mean, Mrs. T never did, because she doesn't do anything that like scares her at all. My kids played it a little bit, but not seriously. What's in the chest? Probably sand from like when I was, or dirt or whatever, from when I was digging originally. Yeah, I could build some sample houses in Lightmatica, but it's not as like, and that's the other thing too, is like, do I want the hermits? How secretive of the map do I want to be, right? If I let hermits in here to build, they're gonna have a lot of knowledge about the map and stuff like that. Maybe I don't need to worry about that as much. I don't know. Wall off the area. And I could say you're building in this little encapsulated area, I suppose. Yeah. And put up a dirt wall, but that's really weird. Yeah, I mean, if I gave them, I could give them the mood board. I could even give them a block palette, but then I'm really like, what, that's not as fun for them creatively. I can't speak words with my face. Map knowledge is definitely powerful. Yeah. Creatively. Yeah, I don't know why I couldn't say that word. Have them build them in creative, then I copy into the game. Yeah, Stokey, I know, but then it's like, maybe, I don't know. That is an option. All right, where am I? Why am I under? I need to be focused on the edges, not the middle. Let's focus on the edges where I'm going to be flying a ghast around. Are you leaning more toward American or European horror setting? What kind of architecture can we expect? I don't know, Jewel. I was leaning toward like a Victorian style. But then I kind of just want some like old, I want them to look kind of run down too. And I don't know. I haven't really nailed down my style yet. I'll build the first handful myself for sure. And then we'll go from there. The style will just happen, I think. Early American and Victorian are very similar. Yeah, because everything we did in early America was copying the homeland, basically. Victorian or English tutor? I don't even know the difference. Guess we're going into the forest. Did I just take berry bush damage? Not the first time. Yeah, no, I know I could have like patrons help build and stuff, but I don't want to. If I open it up to the public, then I have to reject a lot of people, if I'm honest, and that's no fun for anybody. If that makes sense. If I say, hey, submit your buildings here, I'm gonna get a lot of buildings. I'm just like, sorry, I just don't like that. Or it doesn't fit the style I want. And then, you know, there's a lot of people who are just gonna be upset. Oh, I see a hole. I don't want to go down here. Let's leave this area right now. Thank you very much. Okay. Let's get back on our guest. There's still more lighting up to go down there for sure. All right, let me put back this. Got a fresh elytra. I got rockets. I need more torches. Let's go get coal from the furnace. I think there's a ton down here. Yeah, I know I'm missing a lot of questions, so it's okay to repeat them, but wait a few minutes. Don't spam too much, guys. Mountain progress check. We'll do a quick fly around. By the way, it was funny. Someone said you could tell the progress of the mountain by how many rockets it takes to get to the top. It's officially 5 rockets to get to the top of the mountain now. So yeah, this weekend was basically all of this. I did like this height here and up, and then I did a lot of the spikes in the back. All of these spikes here that are tall, spike, spike, spike. I did all those. So basically, like the entire backside is done. Major areas that are left are obviously the big flat area there. That's where the entrance to decked out's going to be. This is where like my base is going to be, or lore wise, it's going to be Tango's manor, where like the story requests that you come in here, and this is where you're going to enter the game and stuff like that. And then I have this other big mini peak over here that's got to be done there. I'll probably finish that off tonight. And then that's probably where I'll start the episode. I'll probably get that done, and then start the episode, and that's where we're going to start doing some cool stuff here. I know Scar's busy, but I am very excited to see what he does with this lake area too. Where's the gatehouse? Gatehouse is right there. Oh, I still got to do the backside of the gatehouse too. Like this right here is something I got to do. Yeah, there's gonna be more stuff right in here. I'm basically gonna have more of a guided, not that anyone's ever gonna take this path, but I want to have more of a experience from this entrance here, because the way you get to the manor is right here. There's gonna be a thing. Spoilers. There'll be like a thing right here, and then there's this pre-platform, and then I finished this last night where there's like this little walkway that goes up here, We're gonna make that a little bit more prominent maybe, and then it walks up onto the thing. So I want to make that a little bit better, we'll say. Are you using Lightmatica? Yeah, of course. And Axiom is what helped me design it. So that's where we're at. Spoilers is going to be a thing here. Well, there's going to be you're right. I guess I didn't say much there. We'll just say this. See this right here? See this? Something like that, I think. Going from like right here to right here. Keeping in the same style of like creepy windy bridge kind of thing. All right, where's my guest? There it is. Oh wait, I need to make more torches first. Can you show us the Lightmatica for the whole mountain? No, of course not. Sticks. Let's get rid of you. I have so much redstone now, like from that witch farm. Having like the local witch farm is just crazy. Look at shulkers full of redstone blocks, more redstone, like it's disgusting. And I'm not even like trying to get it. It's just there. How do you approach writing a document for such large projects like Decked Out, Hungry Hermits? I didn't do anything for Hungry Hermits, Kishi TTV. That's a good question. The Decked Out 3 document started out as just like, hey, let me, before I even really got into like full design mode, it started out as just like the first thing in the document is like a post-mortem on Decked Out 2. What did I like? What didn't I like? Like starting from scratch. All right, Decked Out 2 is great. What worked well? What do I want to keep? And what didn't work well? And what do I want to change? And then from there, I just start having like categories of like, okay, new systems I want to add. And I have like a system of like cards. And then I just start talking about cards for a while. And then, fear. And then I write about fear for a while and stuff like that. When did I start? I think like last summer was when I got kind of into it, but I didn't get really serious until October. Are you going to live next to a witch farm every season now? Do I live next to a witch farm every season? Oh, just because they're so effective? Yeah, it's pretty nice, honestly. When you publishing your game design novel? I don't know. It's not. It's the kind of thing where it's like it's hyped up so much, and everyone wants to see it. And if they saw it, they just be like, "Oh, it's just a bunch of thoughts and notes. It's not this amazing thing or anything." How many pages is it? It's like 30, but keep in mind it's not like paragraph form, it's outline form. So there are spreadsheets started, yeah, but the spreadsheets, like there's two different ways. There's system design and content design, right? You have to separate the two. System design is like the rules of the game. How does the game work? What are the core systems in the game, like fear and omen and cards and things like that? Content design is what cards am I going to have? What does the map look like? Where are the locations, of this? How much do these things cost? That's all content. An outline / Google Doc is great for system design. Spreadsheets are great for content design. And given that I haven't even started any content design, very, very little, I should say, there's really no spreadsheets yet. Your mountainside inside should have a big troll and a tutu somewhere? Yeah, that sounds great. Who would do that? What is your favorite Excel function? I don't use Excel. I use Google Sheets, and I'm not great at it. Uh-oh. Coda's angry. Why would I use Excel? Yeah, why? Google Sheets is perfectly fine. That's fantastic. There's absolutely no reason to pay for Excel. I mean, sorry. Yeah, like, why use Office? It's unnecessary. I don't know. Maybe I'm just out of touch, but it's like, oh, there's free and online and cloud-based. Although I'm sure Office is probably cloud-based at this point too. I don't know. I haven't used any Office product in 15, 20 years. So yeah, I have no idea. But I love Google Sheets. It's just so simple. It does what I want. Oh, does Excel have a web-based version? I mean, they must at this point, right? I don't know. I'm honestly so out of touch. Cloud-based is so bad. I don't know. If privacy is an issue, then yeah, don't use it. But if you're that concerned, then I don't know. But it's great for collaboration and stuff like that, you know? Oh, I need to show this to someone. Boop, done. And we can just edit at the same time in the same place. Like, that's amazing. You're dying outside. Why are we bothering to light up walls when not spawnable? Because pretty. Because I'm going to be spending 9 months in this hole. I want it to look impressive. Trying to corner the market on it, the torch market. Yeah, in 9 months is, yeah, probably aggressive. Was really excited. Yeah, exactly. I was just like, oh, just give me an excuse to ride the happy gas. It makes me so happy. Name checks out. Such a great addition to the game. No, I gotta say, I'll eat my words on this one. It's working out way better than I thought for this. Because we don't need to move fast here. It's better than the Elytra for this project. Yes, I would agree. I missed all the new subscribers. People being amazing. Thank you guys. I can't thank every single one of them. There's a lot of people though. Buxton, thank you. Are you finding it more time consuming building up to cover data other than digging down? Yeah, Buxton. I mean, that's probably one of the big. Not that I'm in any way blaming B-dubs, but he was the one that was like, hey, you could just build them out instead of digging a hole. And I was like, yeah, that sounds great. The problem, yeah, it would have been quicker to dig a hole. Yes. The problem, and I've said this before, the problem with digging a hole is that I still have to put something on top of it. Right? And I'm just making 2 projects, right? I don't want to do the, I don't want to build another Deep Frost Citadel. So the mountain was great because it gave me a play space to hide the game, but it also gave me a cool looking external build for the season. So that's why I went that way too. Yeah, and if you dig a hole, you're always like, oh, the hole's not big enough, or oh, I got to extend the hole over here, or oh, now it's just like I have this massive area and everything's just going to be nice, wide open. And it's going to be great. So you're blaming B-dubs? Yeah, it's obviously his fault. No, I don't regret it. You know, it took 2 months, I think. Like, I don't know when I placed the first block, but yeah, it's been a haul, you know. And there will come a point, I promise, there will come a point where I have to dig something. Like once we start getting into the caves and stuff like that, I'm going to have to dig, and I guarantee the internet snark boys are going to be like, Tango, builds massive mountain. Also Tango, digs a big hole into the mountain. Tee hee hee, look how clever I am, right? It's going to happen. And I'm going to block those people. Where are you building the map again? Nearby? Yeah, and we covered that. It's that big square right there is where the map's gonna go. So that's another good thing too. Like the map in Decked Out 2 was so painful because it was like out back, and the amount of just wonky wiring I had to run to get out to the back there and everything. Now it's like in a perfect spot where right where everything's happening, I just run a couple lines over there to update the map and stuff. It's gonna be great. So I think building the map is gonna be a lot easier this time. I think. What do I know? Did you see how green did the word Nautilus trick? No, I don't even know what that is. We're still making it a no-fly zone for other hermits. You could make a layer of redstone lamps above it for privacy. For the DO map, Darth Lord, do you mean the physical map that holds in your hand, that thing, or do you just mean the area of this right here? I'm not sure what you mean. Once we're done with the mountain and it's completely closed in, I'm definitely going to reiterate to the hermits, hey guys, please don't fly into the mountain anymore. We're officially at the point of spoilers. Consider the mountain a non-hollow structure, you know, because all it takes is one free cam and you're like, oh, there's the whole map, you know, with a bird's eye view of it. It's still going to happen though. In terms of, if you're talking about that map though, no, I don't care if they fly over that. That's not going to be, that's not going to reveal anything. Why are there so many holes in the mountain? You'll find out next episode. I mean, I'd imagine people have figured it out, but I still want to wait until next episode. I think it'll be cool. Have you figured out a way for the map to be brighter in this Decked Out? The map you hold in your hand? No? Was it too dark in the last one? I had no idea it was too dark. But there might be things we can do with like custom models and stuff. I honestly don't know. Oh, because it is lit. Yeah, I suppose. I see what you're saying. Because it itself is lit, and when you're in a dark environment, then it becomes hard to read. Very much so. Yeah, okay, I see what you're saying now. Yeah. Yeah, so what we really want is like a map that is lit itself. I bet you there's a way we could do that. But I don't know if it's necessary too, because part of going into a dark area, you know, should your UI get dark? Probably not, but it also arguably adds to the immersion of like, I'm struggling because it's dark. I don't know. I don't think it was a huge problem in Decked Out 2, if I'm honest. There were bigger things to fix. Yeah, Riskity. I mean, something like that would be nice, but I don't want to add too many mods. Obviously, the more mods I add, the less interesting the project becomes, I think. Street maps to read the lamp is pretty flavorful. That's pretty cool, actually. Yeah. If you have to go into a, no, I don't think this is actually good game design, but if you had to go into a lighter area to see what your omen level was, that's interesting. We'll just say that it's interesting. Ah, you guys, Steven. Did we just get raided? Welcome, raiders! I was like, who's spamming? But then I realized it was a raid. Is that's the gas health right there, right? The gas is down three hearts. How do you heal a gas? Snowballs, right? I need to do that. Boom, 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 boom. It's crazy over there. Oh, nope, nope! Flee! Snowball time! We definitely got to get snowballs. Just getting away from... I'll go get some snowballs, but I just want to get away from this. Minecraft needs grenades. That'd be awesome. Bum, 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 bum. Explosive arrows. No, I would rather have like something that you throw in like an arc. Do I have snowballs? Oh, there we go. Potions, potions you can't throw far enough. I don't know what I'm doing, obviously. Do I do it and hold shift? How do I do this? How do I feed the gas? Snowballs don't do it. Oh, they just self-heal. Chat lied. What? Chat lied? Mark this day down in history. Egads, I know, right, Sinks? Do they regenerate slowly over time? Or do I have to get a splash heal? No, they're regenerating slowly. Okay. We're fine. Yeah, it just healed half a heart there, whatever. Bam, bam. Yeah, he's healing. One hit point every 30 seconds. Sounds amazing. No! I'm trying to heal over here. I think those are just zombies there. I wish the warden generated that much. That'd be amazing, yeah. Yeah, I completely wish warden had some form of regeneration. It's kind of surprising that they don't, honestly. Oh, that is a scary place over there. Maybe I don't bring the ghast over here. Maybe this is a ghast-free zone. Maybe I just fly by. What this is, in case you're wondering why all this is here, is this is like a design idea I had when I was using Axiom, and then I decided at the end that it wasn't necessary, and as I was building the mountain, I forgot this was here, and like there's actually big parts of the design that are interiors that just never got built because they were like interiors, like the way you shape mountains and stuff. And that's what this is. I started realizing, I was like, wait, I don't need to build this because it's completely hidden. I see you up there. Tango, I subscribed for 8 months earlier this stream. I'd like you to laugh at my joke I told with it. Eva Johanna, I'll see if I can find how much earlier. Tango, what's the difference between a hippo and a zippo? One is very heavy, and the other is a little lighter. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Thank you so much. That was good. What did I miss? How is he floating? We added creative mode here on Hermitcraft. We thought it was a good choice for our future. It's a little lighter, everybody. Oh, I guess the non-Americans might not get that. So much lighting. You do have zippos? Okay, I wasn't sure. Ow, I'm an excellent driver. What are zippos? They're little lighters. Tango, did you decide what to do about hiding beacon beams? Yeah, Lane, I was dumb. People reminded me of my dumbosity. As long as the gap, well, there'll be some exceptions, I guess. If we ignore the caves, which I don't know where the caves are going to be yet. If I'm honest, I don't know if the caves are below Greywick or just to the sides. Who knows? Yeah, it's still undetermined. But ignoring caves right now, I could put the beacons on top of the wool roof. And because beacons have an effect 50 blocks below the beacon block, it'll probably, as long as the gap between the top of the ceiling and the floor of the village and the map and the swamp and all that is 50 blocks, it worked just fine. So right now I'm leaning toward trying to go that route where the beacons are just sitting on top of the map. If it turns out that the caves are below the map, which they probably will be, because that's better, then we're gonna have to have beacon beams like going through trees or things like that, you know. And like I have a section in my document for like map design and notes to myself. Like there's certain things I have to do before I even start designing the map. Like I have to know exactly where all of the, like I'm gonna do it in Photoshop, and there'll be layers in Photoshop that I have to establish before I can even start doing anything. Like one of the layers is gonna be put a dot on the map for every warden pop-up, put a dot on the map for every beacon. Things like that are just, they have to be in this location, and then I build the map around them, right? So like for instance, every warden will probably pop up into like a tree trunk or a rock or the corner of a building or something like that, so that they can actually be like right there at the surface without being visible. So there's gonna be a lot of smoke and mirrors about how to hide the wardens and stuff, because if I have them stop like 3 blocks below the surface, their sphere of coverage is going to be really diminished because of the way the sphere stuff works. So yeah, because of the way the sphere stuff works, you know what I mean. What's up, Cooter? I've missed you. Frog lights are less laggy than torches. Torches aren't laggy. The smoke particles aren't rendered once you're more than like 10 blocks away. So there's 0 lag. Did you see the warden stuff we realized because of your switch for sending synchronized event signals to multiple destinations? I have no idea what you're talking about, Risk. Are you planning on any updates to food in Decked Out 3? Yep. So the wardens could be a de facto end of game limit by just leaving them up. I mean, once you hit maximum, oh, actually, no, the wardens are tied to fear, not omen. So when you cap out fear, that's when the wardens pop up. But fear can be reduced. Are they talking about me? Wait, what did Jem say? Tango and a happy... I know, right? Did I spell that wrong? I think I might have spelled that wrong. I'm so proud. I know. For what I'm doing, Jem, it's fantastic. Who is this man? I know, right? Look at me. I'm gasting. Oh, gotta do it down here. Now I wish I stole Jem's ghast. Would have made it all the better. Of course, I almost killed this ghast, so there's a non-zero chance that this ghast dies. My face is dying. I know. What you got? I like cookies. Cheesecake cookie?
Yeah.
10 out of 10. Arr.
They're from the Brazil one.
I know, they're so good.
Brazil. Why is your thing so hot?
Because I didn't want to chomp into the microphone.
People like that.
Oh yeah, they love it. Look at this. Ridiculous. Casting in ASMR, yeah. Boom, 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 boom.
So.
Yes, this is it. Go ahead, mock me. You would have us the next words out of your face. So, is this all you're doing? And guess what I'm doing Wednesday? Same thing. I know. Tune in.
I'm very weary of you.
Of my torching? Yeah, I know. What do you think? It's ridiculous.
It doesn't even like render like the far side like glitches.
It's crazy.
Far.
Yeah.
How far run are you?
Hundreds of blocks.
Like left?
How much is left of the mountain? We're getting close. We're getting close. I'm hoping to make a mountain finalization video this week. Depends how much I get done tonight. Do the kids watch Hermitcraft? No. I'm serious? That would not be the cool thing to do. This stream's a torture. Can you even imagine? I know, right? They get enough of it at school, though. His few friends that know what I do. They always have questions. The stream is illuminating. Did you just see the definite stripes I made? That looks cool though. I'm not gonna leave the striping. We'll go back and get it desplotched. To some people it is Nosbus. To some. Woo! Don't be shooting my jerk. Lord, no. It's only happened like a few times. 4 or 5 total. Climb. Exactly, noises, yeah. This would be great for an HHA stream. Skiz is not online. Skiz is not in town. You playing with a controller? No, I'm playing mouse and keyboard. If anything, it's probably the gas that is making it look like my movement is weird. Cal Brown, thank you so much for 43 months. Skiz slacking on Decked Out 3. Well, why do you think I'm working so hard? I gotta pick up his slack. What block was the hardest to collect? I mean, it's really 2 classes. There's the automated and then the kind of the manual ones. Podzol was a pain. I didn't need, it was nowhere near the top of the quantity need, but gathering Podzol was probably the most painful. Even though it was like the least amount of blocks I needed. Mud was pretty painful too. Yeah, sorry. Mud's up there. Jerk. Says the man who didn't want to make a mud farm. I mean, I looked into it, right? Mud farms are just not... The rate at which they produce mud is extremely slow. It's actually much faster for, like, you have to think of the time it takes to make the farm and the time you have to sit there and AFK at the farm, right? I mean, AFK time kind of doesn't count, I guess, but I would have had to AFK'd so long at the mud farm to get the amount of mud that I needed. Where I could just go out to the mangrove and get as much as I want, you know, like an hour. It's much faster. And I gotta collect dirt, and yeah. Mud farms are just not fast. Is anybody else around here? There's a lot of darkness over here. How much of the mountain is done? It's like a frequently asked question today. I'm going with 90%, which might be a lie. I don't know. Got a lot done this weekend. It was a very boring weekend, but also very, very productive weekend. Basically the main peak range, if you will, is done. and that was a big like big blocker. So I've got like the secondary minor peak now, and then a flat area as the only two major areas left. I didn't even fall asleep. I didn't fall off the mountain once this time. I'm so proud of myself. Sure. I'm abnormally excited about lighting this mountain up. Like ever since I started building the mountain, I've been really excited about lighting up the interior and all the ground and everything. Just for that view, I think it's going to be fantastic. I'm excited. Why are you lighting when you're going back to build a black box anyways? I mean, that's a common question we get. I've answered it, I think, 2 or 3 times already. But the answer is because the black box isn't going in until the game is basically done. And I want this area to look cool while I'm working in here for the next 9 months or so. I think the idea of the lights give you a good sense of how big the mountain is. And it just makes it really cooler to be in. So that's why we're doing it. Have you not lost your mind yet? I'm getting to the point where I'm very much done building a mountain. I am not enjoying it anymore. Oh, my pattern here is garbage. Do all the hermits use Voxy? No, I don't think so. I think it is a growing number. But I think like didn't even like B-dubs try it? I would have expected him to be like the last one. Does Mumbo really play on a Mac? Seriously? Or is that a joke? Yes. This is where he tells me that everything I'm doing wrong. If Bobby wasn't mega laggy, I would not use Voxy. Oh! Oh! Hold on! Stop what we're doing! Oh! It's time, everybody. It's our moment. We've been practicing for this day. Weeks and weeks of training. It's so much pressure. So much pressure. So much pressure. Is that sufficient? That should be sufficient, right? Let's go. I was here. Record it? Whatever. I record, I gotta turn the face off and all the things. Oh, honestly, it's all recorded anyways. I have a secondary recording going. I'm coming, Etho! Can I just say how good of a building that is? That is such a good looking building. I love it. Love it. Use it. I mean, don't tempt me. Lord Mahog, thank you so much. And if only there was like a nether system that we could use to travel between bases quicker. Here we go, here we go, here we go! Banana! Boom, boom! Hi. Is that here? No, me? Okay, hold on. I might have had you muted. That was awkward. Hold on, let's try that again. Banana! Boom, boom!
Boom, boom.
Here we go.
Record time, Tango. Record time.
Here we go. I don't know how much you need, but I know how much you're getting.
Oh, snap. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay, you got more than I expected. That's good. That's good.
Help yourself.
Okay, that's plenty.
Banana Boom Boom delivers.
Thank you, Tango. Thank you.
But I have to know, what are you doing with it?
I used up a bunch of it on tree farm stuff and collecting sand and you know.
All the usual stuff. Yeah. All right.
Yeah. And my stockpile, I'm down to like 1 or 2 of these, so I figured I should get more.
You're good now. I like it. You just call in the service. There it is. Yeah.
Awesome. I love it. Thank you, Tango.
All righty. You're welcome. He used the service. I'm so proud of him. That was great. No, you want me to cannon home? I don't know if I'm allowed to use the cannon without etho. I'll probably mess it up. No. We're just going home. We're just going home. You are. All right. I'll try. Oh, this is so cool looking. Oh. See? I broke it already. Because I flew in. Can't mess it up, only your face. Well, I'm good at that. All right, let's see. It was go in here for a few seconds and then fall through, I think. 2, 3, 4. Go down here. Click the thing again. I'm turned around. We got to go south. That's pretty cool. Anyways, I got that and that to do. That's pretty awesome. So much fun. That's the most whimsy thing that ever did whimsy. Oh, look how much. Oh, here's the thing. This right here, this is the lake. And I can't torch up the bottom. Oh, maybe I can actually. I don't think I was going to be able to torch up the bottom. Let me go get my gas. We're going to try that. By my gas, I mean, where did I leave? Hey, where did I leave my gas? Banana Boom Boom. There he is. Okay. Let's go to the bottom of the lake. I think there's going to be a few changes in height, and I can put something underneath. Did something just happen? Did someone just do something? Buxton! Was it you, Buxton? No, that was 39 minutes ago. Are you finding it more time consuming building up to cover the... Oh, we covered that one. Hey, if I scroll, that'd be a good thing. Christian, thank you for the piece of pie. Excuse me, give me confirmation you received your tag. Yes. Yes, I am. That's amazing, Christian. Thank you so much. Nova Scorp, thank you. Have you played Core Keeper? No, I saw that was it just Impulse or he was playing with the group, right? It's been on my list, but the art style is a little turny offy for me, if I'm honest. Yeah, they're all playing. Okay. Okay. Where is? Okay, we're approaching the lake now. As we can see with all the drippy drippies. So, okay, yeah, if we do these little bumps here, I thought it was mostly flat, but we should be good. Very true, Emerald. Yeah, taxes aren't done, but my part is done. I'm waiting for a message from my accountant now to Tell me all the things I messed up or questions. So yeah, then the rest is flat. So we can't do this. I could put some like frog lights or something. You're right, maybe. So much to do. Taxes are taxing. I can't believe we got Banana Boom Boomed. So excited. Is there a system that you're prioritizing for specific cards, like making more cards to lower or prevent? No. Did you mean like lower or prevent fear and stuff like that? Like cards to reduce values and stuff or something? None of that's in yet. I mean, basically, the way I do cards is I don't start thinking about specific cards. I just think of like what I make a giant list, and this is already my document. Giant list of all the things that cards can do, and then I start like distributing that up into like, oh, okay, how prevalent do I want each of these features to be? Like, you know, cards can lower fear. Okay, is that something I want a lot of or a little of? You know, cards can, you know, do X, Y, Z, whatever it is, right? And then I start making a set of cards based on what those features are, and then making permutations of what those features are and things like that. How do you deal with build block? It's tough. I mean, I'm not. If you guys watch me, I generally, most of my videos are not focused on builds. They're usually focused on a farm or something like that. If I had to focus every video on a build, you know, like B-Dubs does or something like that, or Scar, it'd be very hard. Very hard. Will we get a Banana Boom Boom card in deck.3? That's not a bad idea, honestly. I don't know what it would do, but that's a fantastic card idea. For those of you that are reading, or listening, I should say, very specifically listening to Dungeon Crawler Carl, or have listened to, the AI voice, or the AI in that game is like the best character in the game. And how, as the series goes on, the AI gets more and more snarky and more like attitude-y. I love. And it just made me think it might be. I mean, it wouldn't fit the lore of the game, but it'd be kind of fun if the card announcer had some of that. But really, though, the snarkiness of the AI comes in the descriptions, not in the title of the item, so it'd be hard. But I mean, the only times I've laughed out loud at Dungeon Crawler Carl has always been because of the AI. We're gonna go ahead and not go over there. The AI in Satisfactory is fantastic too, yeah. But yeah, Banana Boom Boom is a great idea for a card. Oh no, we're out of torches. How embarrassing. Well, you know, we're also almost out of time. It's been a riveting stream, guys. It's been illuminating. We've really shed some light on the issue today. And I can almost promise we will be doing this Wednesday as well, because I want to get it done. But I'm also, there may be some more progress. There may be some spoilers. It was pretty lit. I like that. That was good too. I'm out of sticks. Finish the mountain tonight. That's a realistic chance, maybe. Like, this area here shouldn't take that long because it's all almost flat.
Oh yeah, it's FedEx P.
The mumbo giggles. Hey, what a guy!
Oh yeah, it's FedEx P.
The giggles. I love the mumbo giggles at the end. It's so good. Thank you, XB. You're the XBist. All right, we can actually go a little bit more now. Fat XB to the rescue. Look at that. It's like, it's such a weird effect. Just like a machine gun, just like. So weird. I have so much more to do. Yeah, maybe I'll put out the invite to the hermits. Say, hey guys, I'm streaming Wednesday at this time. Grab a gas. Grab a bucket of torches. And come on by. I guess you're right. This is very much a shareable task here. Yeah, I think I'll ask the hermits. That'd be good. There's no decision. There's no creativity. It's just light it up, and it's good for chatting. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I do like chatting about the game and answering Decked Out 3 questions too. But I can't go for 3 hours. I don't think. And there's still a lot of stuff I won't answer. So. No! Flee! Don't shoot me in the butt! Jerky. Oh, he fell off, didn't he? Well, now we have to kill him. That's right. I'm sure hermits would have questions too. Yeah, they would. Boom, 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 boom. Ow. And now I'm learning why the arrows were changed. Why? No, I'm not actually. What does that have to do with how arrows fly in the first meter of their lifetime? So you can shoot off your gas? Oh. Seems like you don't have to change the arrow system. Seems like that should be a change with gas, not the entire arrow system, but who am I to say? I wonder if Mojang ever felt bad about the Hungry Hermits change? No, nor were they ever aware. Adesio, thank you. This whole stream has felt so manipulative. You've been gaslighting us the whole time. Too easy. Too easy. Thank you, Adesio. So yeah, roadmap for this week. I think I'm gonna try and finish the mountain tonight. Stream Wednesday, I hope. But don't be surprised if there's a random cancellation this week too, because I want to get 2 videos done. I got a lot to do. A lot to do. Mama Pants, thank you. Love your name, love your support. 5,000 people watching me play Storches. I know, crazy, right? Can I do... Oh. Now. Can't get my butt in there. Oh, I got it. Look at that, professional. Yeah, I'm trying to get 2 videos. That doesn't mean 2 videos will be out this week. I'm traveling and I'm out of town a lot, so I'm hoping to get a video queued up for the time while I'm out of town. The next month and a half, there's just a lot of me not here, unfortunately. Can't wait to see the mountain with lighting cracks coming through. Gamers Outreach doesn't count. I mean, it does because I'm not working on Decked Out. I think it's a good eye. The stream hasn't been at all lighting. There was a section that was quite electric. There was. Thank you so much. All right, we're gonna wrap it up here. We've torched. We made some progress. Didn't even get half of it done. Didn't even get. When is Gamers Outreach? Mid-April, I think. I hope that's public. All right, we gotta take this back to Impulse. I lightened the load. Yes, I did. Yeah. Will I be there in person? Yeah, of course. You wish you had 50% done. I know. I do wish. Is Jeff going to Gamers Outreach? I believe so, yeah. I know. I got 10 minutes left in the stream. That's how long it's gonna take to get over there. When you're flying with the gas and you turn zoom on, it's like so slow. Bomb Tom, I didn't see it. No, there it is right there. Glow like on the other side of the lake. That's not a bad idea too, yeah. I could just put some lamps down there, some frog lamps or something if I don't care about the bumps. But yeah, lichen sounds like a pretty good idea because it's flat. Have you planned out the pillager spawner for the game? No. That'll probably come later. Is you're tracking the player's location so you can move tank cam, then you can leave the beacons that power the caves off until the player enters the area, and it wouldn't matter. As a beacon beam coming on the top of the trees, the player would not see it. Maybe malfunction. That's a lot of work to dynamically turn on and off the lights based on, because even if I have the data for where they're located, hooking that up to the to all the beacons would be fairly extensive probably. And it still doesn't really solve the problem because I think they would see the beacons even the ones they're close to. All right, if I just get off this thing down here, it just stays in the area, right? Is that how gas work? They just kind of stay in the area where you leave them. Mirax, thank you so much. You're a legend. All right. Z count with a piece of pie. Banana boom boom card idea. A new exit has appeared due to an explosion. Maybe. Maybe. Yeah, and I gotta do lightning rods too. Yeah. All right, we're excited. I mean, this is basically the mountain. There's gonna be a little bit more that you're gonna see still that I'm excited about. But we're basically done. I'm gonna get this done tonight and get that done tonight. And then hopefully we can start an episode. We'll see. Boom, 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 boom. Ooh, stairs. Yeah, we we showed off the little stairs there too. That is new. All right. And yeah, we still haven't done this yet. Real quick, like where am I? Let me see here. Hold on. Lights. Because this is no good. I think everything is so dark. But so this is my process. These are my shulkers when I go build. I always put These are the shulkers that I take with me. And then this is my pile of shulkers that I've emptied. And I've done this like 10 times. This is just the most recent one. Like, these are all just empty shulkers I just place here. Like, the amount of blocks placed is crazy. Absolutely crazy. All right. Let's see here. Where can I... Trying to get my butt in here, but hoppers make it difficult. I was hoping to put that there, but that's not going to work. And where's a good spot to put lighting in here? Is it just going to have to be like this? That helps. Maybe that's sufficient. Let me go get that block in place. Then put some on the other side. Hide it under the floor. If I hide it under the floor... Oh, wait. I'm not going to be able to get that there. Ah! Panic! If I hide it under the floor, you'll see it, like, right here. I think. Yeah, I think back there. I can't put it right because then that means I can't open the chest. Did I block the other chest? I might have blocked the other chest. Those stairs are like the roof. They would look ugly there. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Like way out here. Technically, that's better there because it's one closer to the floor. Ugh. Ooh. Copper bulbs can go on top of chests. Oh. They're not solid blocks? Interesting. More you know. Let's see what that looks like. It's still kind of dark. It's better. That looks so cool. The sense of like depth. It's crazy. Sea lanterns can go on top of chests too? Really? What am I, brand new here? Which command has the clip with the spider and stuff? We don't actually, Blue, we don't talk about that. We don't talk about that clip. There was nothing memorable about that clip, nor does it need to be. Hey, check it out. You can. All right, so that saves a little bit. You heard of Minecraft? I know. I can hear Beato's voice there. No one's made a sea lantern farm yet this season, have they? Or a whatever nonsense it is. Cleo has? I guess this one doesn't get much better, but we can do this. I'll put these here because I have more of those. Do, 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 do. Oh no, those are all going to my hoppers now. right? Yep. What have I done? All right, those are staying there. Probably just jammed up like some of my hoppers without even noticing it. All right. What are you building? We're wrapping up the stream actually, but I'm trying to add light to my storage room because now that we have a giant mountain over us, it got very dark in here. That's not bad. How much are these? Okay, those aren't doing anything. Good enough for now. We'll see if we can do better later though. All right. Thank you guys. We're done. Goodbye. All that stuff. Boop. Ren Dog TV. Done. Done. This over here. We are going to raid Mr. Ren Dog TV. The legend himself. You. Start the raid. All right, get over, say hello to Ren. And I'll see you guys Wednesday. Hopefully with some hermits who want to help me place torches. Sounds like an exhilarating time, but it'll be fun if we get some hermits to help us. I think it'll be good. And other than that, I'm gonna be busy. So take care, guys, and thank you for all the support and all the fun hanging out, just lighting up the cave. But it looks cool. All right, I'll see you guys Wednesday.